Breaker19, this here's the Gear Jammin' Deer. Whitetail has got your front door, come on. So this is a recap covering what was meant to happen in episode 7 of my 18 Wheels Rollin series. Unfortunately, I lost the footage for one reason or another. So this just serves to bridge the gap between episode 6 and episode 8. So in the last episode, I had stopped on my way from San Diego to Tucson. I'd pulled over and stopped in Yuma to end the video because I'd run out of time. So this video picks up right where the last one left off, leaving Yuma and getting back on the highway toward Tucson. However, upon arriving at Tucson, I discovered that there was very little freight, and by that I mean no loads going out of Tucson. But I also remembered that due to my vague adherence to the HOS rules in this playthrough, I needed to stop for a 10-hour break. After taking that 10-hour break, there was still nothing in Tucson. So I decided to look at nearby cities. Unfortunately, I'd never been to Sierra Vista or Nogales, which are the two nearest cities, and Phoenix was a little bit too far to where I felt it violated my rule of only taking loads from cities nearby to the one I was supposedly in. So I decided to wait another couple hours, and there were still no loads in Tucson. I decided to wait another couple hours, there were still no loads in Tucson. So I started looking at Phoenix again. I decided to look up how long it would take to drive from Tucson to Phoenix, and then got on the Uber app to see what the cost of a fare would be. It came out to around $143 for a ride. And most of the loads I was getting were paying between $130 and $160. So it really wouldn't be worth it to ride up there and take one of those loads, because I'd only be making between none and $30 after the cab fare comes out. But I then found one going to LA paying over $200. And while I really didn't want to go back into California, I knew that LA would have some freight. And that load was paying enough that it would more than cover my cab fare. So I decided to go ahead and take it. Upon arrival, with the new quick job, I advanced the time 2 hours to represent the taxi ride to Phoenix. I then set about editing my save file to subtract the $143 that I paid the taxi. Or paid the Uber, I should say. I did intend to show a walkthrough of how to do this in case someone else was making a series similar to this and wanted to know how, or if you just want to know how to give yourself more money. Since this footage was lost, I will be doing another walkthrough the next time I edit my money. At this point is when I lost the footage due to, well, I'm not exactly sure why. It may have been a software bug. I may have accidentally hit the hotkey to abandon recording the footage, which I didn't even realize was a thing. That hotkey has since been removed. But for whatever caused the footage to disappear, at that point the footage disappeared. The system was no longer recording, and the footage was not in the recorded videos folder. But even if the footage had not been lost at that point, I was planning on ending the video at that point. So this carries into episode 8, where I actually run this load. That's about all of interest that happened in this video. Episode 8 is actually a full episode, and consists of me taking this run to LA, and then starting on a further run to, funnily enough, leaving back from Oxnard.